Hello, hello, dear Gemini, and welcome to your love reading for the month of June of 2025. I was going to say 2023, and I have no idea why. Maybe that's important for you. Maybe that was an important year for you. We're looking into love. We'll be using the Lenormand as I'm going to be doing a Celtic cross. We'll be taking the angel answers, so do try and think of some questions that Spirit may be able to answer for you. And we'll also be using the little Greek love oracle. We'll be taking some love messages at the end of the reading. Thank you so much for your love and your support always. Let's turn the little owl forward looking. I don't want him hiding details. I want clarity. Thank you, Spirit, for Gemini in the Gemini season leading up to Cancer season. Let's see, dear Gemini, what's showing up in love. Whether it's a past relationship, a possible new one. What is the Karma Dharma for Gemini in June? Thank you, Spirit. Wow, it's a twin flame. It's a twin flame connection or a soulmate at the least. But for me, of course, this is the twin flame card. It is Temperance, so Archangel Michael, do send your wishes out to Archangel Michael to help bring you closer to your twin flame. Remember, Temperance is foreigners, it is Sagittarius, so healing, balance, and patience is necessary. There is the potential for balance in the month of June, balancing something out relative to a very, very important connection. Let's see what the Lenormand brings in the month of June, brings out for Gemini, please, Spirit. Don't forget to check your placements, all your placements, please. Let's see, Gemini, please, Spirit, June 2025. Let's go. Wow, well, we've got a divine masculine here, someone that's showing up as, very active, proactive, passionate, possibly also angry. He does wear Mars on his chest, so he could be a Scorpio or an Aries, or he's got a very strong placement of Mars, right? So Mars is someone who's ready to take action, someone who's ready to chase. What is the challenge? So this could be a fire sign, or any fire sign, or any of the signs I mentioned, as well as I'm going to throw in a little bit of air as well. Let's lay out the cards first of all. They could have Mars placed in a strong position. So when Mars is in air or in fire, that could be a possibility here. Could be, if this is not someone under the signs that I've mentioned, could be someone that is coming through that sort of energy, ready to take action, right? Near future. Position of you in your environment. Some of you could be dealing with a foreigner as well, someone who is living in a different area of the world, could come from a different religion, doesn't have to. Wow, we've got the Death card as the outgoing card, so Scorpio does come through. Oh my God, dear Gemini. Oh my God, we've got the couple here. We've got the couple. Of course, this is Mars and this is Venus. So Mars and Venus, they were lovers, the lovers of the zodiac. They have recently connected well through fire signs. So even if we're not correct with the signs, then energetically there's energy towards moving forward. Someone wants this connection. They want to connect sexually. They want to take action. They want to be active towards this connection. Right, so she wears Venus on her chest. As I always say with this queen, she could have strong fire. She's got a strong placement of Venus. She could have some air as well. Because fire and air, they're similar. they're masculine energies, and that's why I'm saying either fire or air. And she's not someone who holds back on her sexuality. She's very creative. She's very open with her sexuality, and she's also someone energetically, if not sign-wise, that's ready to, to be active and proactive. She doesn't hold back. She's not waiting back. It's both people want this. Now, the challenge here is the well. The well, which can speak to deep emotions. I do get strong water here. Could be Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer as well. This is in the challenge position. So this is looking like a couple, two people that are coming through as connecting more on the physical, sexual side, more so than on the emotional. There is some romance. There has been, possibly, and because this is the past position, the recent past, maybe there's been an offer, there's been some move, nevertheless, because of course we know that the flowers do speak to romance and an offering. At the foundation, we've got the tower, and the tower in the Lenormand does speak to limitations, right? It's not so much the tower that brings an awakening. The tower for me in the Lenormand is the ivory tower, where someone is lonely, possibly someone in another commitment where they're not happy, they're unhappy, or someone that's very traditional, someone that goes by, the traditions, does things by the book, or someone that's found themselves in an ivory tower, in a blocked situation, a life situation that they couldn't move easily from because of the limitations and the boundaries of Saturn, right? And this is also someone that I get strong earth, so someone needs to be certain before they could do anything, before they can escape a difficult situation. This is limiting time, time needing, because of course Saturn is very much the Lord of karma and timing. So that is the root of the reading here. The challenge is the emotional depth, or possibly even emotional secrets. Possibly also someone trusting their intuition, because this is a card of great intuition. Even hidden emotions, I would say. So because the well speaks to water, obviously this masculine cannot communicate their emotions easily. But what's on their mind, as we see the letter is above them, what's on their mind is communication. It could also be any legal papers. It could be a legal divorce if someone was in another commitment, unhappy, wanting to get out, flirt, make an offer in the recent past, or even communicate about a get-together, possibly. So in the near future, we've got the anchor, and the anchor could speak to grounding, reality, practical matters, but also slow and sure. But this can also speak to something becoming more real after possibly someone going through divorce, separation, or communicating that, or even making an offering here that there's a promise for something long-term, something more stable. Let's move in together. This could be anything to do with business as well. Not only, it could be work, obligations, responsibilities, but it could also speak to the anchor is where someone is stuck. Someone has made a commitment, let's say. But the anchor can also, come up and someone get unanchored, let's say, or unstuck from something. I'm stuck in this position right now. I can't move. I've got obligations. I'm in another commitment. And right now I'm sort of stuck. But I'm looking at, because this is the environment position, I'm looking at changes in my life and transition, possible also move if you're dealing with a foreigner. The ship to me is Jupiterian, And Jupiter can speak to someone having seen the bigger picture, or someone thinking to migrate or to travel, or because this is the environment, I would say. If this is your reading, then in your environment, we could be seeing someone that's coming closer to you. Even with the position of you, we could speak to travel in both these cards. So in the position of you, you've got the Ace. It's like you receive this communication, this invitation, whatever this is. You're holding the letter, and you're, because this is like a merry-go-round, but you're riding on the rainbow, which is a time of luck for you and opportune moments for a new beginning and possible travel. Now, because it's a merry-go-round, possibly you may have been in a situation where you've had cycles relative to your love life or relative to this connection. But at this time, it's like she's got the ticket, if I could call it that, to break out of a particular cycle that she's been in, because she's got an Ace here. This is lots of communication, lots of back and forth, having done many cycles, because it's the Gemini and the Rider. The Rider does speak to Mercury, and Mercury rules you, and Mercury is in your sign as I'm reading this. But Mercury is going to change signs in the month of June. So there'll be a lot of changes as Mercury is going to enter Cancer, maybe more emotional talks. And then Mercury enters Leo. So there will be a sort of a slump, an emotional slump, unless it's more about being more open emotionally, communicating things about the past, about someone's personal life, about their emotions, connected to family, so on and so forth. But this is a beautiful card in the position of you. You've got the ticket, you've got the news, and you're on your jolly way. So where are you going? You've got a brand new life cycle opening up here for you, which is going to bring many, many changes. You're in a transitory time in your life right now, dear Gemini. Now, if this is the position of your person, what they're thinking is they're thinking negatively. It may be, I don't know if it's you that's in another connection or your person. Because your person is thinking possibly negatively, something's eating away at them, unless they're going through financial loss because of these changes that are happening in their life. This could also possibly be that they could be going through some sort of having lost someone that was part of their family, someone that was close to them. They could be physically losing someone. This is a card of depression, possibly financial loss, thinking negatively, something eating away at someone. It could speak to matters of, feeling like there was an injustice, that someone wasn't treated fairly. That's what they're thinking, unless they're thinking if they've done that to you that they want to make things right. So it could go any way. What are you sitting on? Because I feel this is you, dear Gemini. You're sitting on the moon. And the moon could speak to a secretive connection, a secret love affair. She's looking the opposite way to the moon, and the moon is our home. It's our personal life. It's anything to do with the mother. It's anything to do with our deepest emotions, with our fears as well. Some of you are not going to fear anymore. You're turning your back on fear. Even if this is a secret connection, something that must not be known by others. But also, maybe you're thinking more logically and you're not so trusting your intuition. You're turning your back on that. And look at that. There's been deception, sure. Sure, with the fox here, there are third-party situations. Unless there are talks, you may be communicating with someone that's at a physical distance, or you're not physically in the same in the same periphery, let's say. You may be talking during nighttime. This could be, sneaky talks, let's say, even sneaky thoughts. You're trying to be intelligent, trying to keep things under wraps. But I do see with the Death card here, and it is the Nine of Pentacles, which Nine of Pentacles is the individual, someone that is single, someone that is free, but they're lonely. They're in the Garden of Eden. So remember, the Nine of Pentacles is very similar to the Empress energy for me. Let's take a few more cards and see what's going on. What is going on with this Divine Masculine? Leo comes through very strongly, or this person has got leadership qualities. This could be someone that is following their heart, someone that has got a son or sons. The sun does speak to healing as well, someone that needs to go through healing, someone now that is coming through as much more confident, possibly. Someone that is also going to reveal lots to do with their heart and their emotions and their feelings. The sun can also speak to reconciliation. If this is an old connection, your person is pressing on the accelerator, and as we're doing this, Mars is transiting through Leo, and we've got Leo here, and it's the Ace of Pentacles. It's like this person wants something long-term with you. Why do we have the Tower? Yep, we've got lots and lots of confusion, lots of people. Someone getting stuck in a maze, looking for a way out of their ivory tower. This involves others. We've got the birds here, and the birds are messengers. They are also travelers. So I don't know if you're talking through the internet, if you were bound by particular responsibilities, situations, traditions. But, getting stuck in the maze is a hard place to get out of. Trying to find a way out of the maze is not an easy thing. So there's been a lot of confusion, illusion. I do get Neptune, Saturn here, so possibly the past 3 years. It's been like that. You've been trying to see the truth, trying to find the truth where there was a lot of confusion, other people involved. You've been living in a sort of a black and white sort of a situation, dear Gemini, not knowing the reality of a situation, or even sort of having gone through humbling, you've become much more mature. I feel that this is someone finding a way out of this ivory tower, this lonely life, breaking through the traditions, someone doing things differently. There's so much fire here, fire cannot be withheld, and the fire is passion here. Let's look at the lilies. Yep, there's a moment of luck here, an opportune moment where, it's like the hand of spirit and the hand of God, where there's reciprocity, is the Six of Pentacles. And it's the Queen of Swords here. So these flowers maybe were offered to the Queen of Swords, which would be the Gemini energy, right? But again, some of you may have fire in your chart as well, or even earth. Let's look at the letter, the news. See, that's communication during nighttime, or becoming more wise about what was hidden. Talks during the nighttime, things being revealed, things that were hidden. Yeah, there more birds, lots of communication. Someone scared with gossip, someone is not sharing the information through their social media, so they've been very quiet about things. The birds with this communication, because we see lots of communication crowning your reading here. Not everything will be revealed to you, dear Gemini. They will not reveal everything, but they will reveal a lot. Now, the birds can speak to anxiety, stress, angst, but also excitement. That fluttering within the heart. So a lot of messages, a lot of talk about transition, move as well. Let's look at the anchor, because the anchor could be someone's picking up their house and they're taking it elsewhere. but there's a lot of worry around it because that's the Nine of Swords. Someone's going to take a risk, take a gamble here, because they've got choices. More birds, more clouds clearing, and the sun coming through to bring healing, to bring clarity. What are you happy about here? What's this new beginning? It is a past connection. It is a spiritual connection. We see two rainbows. I mean, you are riding on a very lucky dream. Something that you visioned, that you dreamed of, could be on offer at this time. Remember, this is a general reading, so it may not resonate for all of you. I feel that, like, because the tree does speak to health and speaks to family as well, but it can also speak to a relationship from a past incarnation, if not years back. This could be you jumping into a new into a situation where you can build a family. You've got the opportunity, a new beginning, to build a family, something that you've always dreamed of. You can manifest now. For some of you, this could be a second commitment, marriage, because this is the Hierophant. Well, it's a number 5, like the Hierophant, and she's jumping straight into that, which the Hierophant, of course, speaks to marriage and commitment and traditions, but also, remember, the Hierophant holds 2 keys. Second chances at love, a second commitment, could be with someone that comes from a different area of the world or just has different religion, right? Let's see what the ship is in your environment. Yeah, something new, a new beginning, a new cycle in your life. But I'm going to say here that there is opposition. There is possibly a past, an ex, let's say here. And I'm wondering if you may be dealing with someone that has got a child, but you know how the snake will curl itself around its eggs and protect its newborn, its offspring. It's like this could be a mother that's protecting her offspring, her child, with her life, let's say. And she's willing to do anything to protect this child. And you could be dealing with someone that is a father or a mother, let's say, but they need to travel to go and visit their child, unless this is saying that there is a new beginning. There's a very strong sexual connection. The snake in the Lenormand usually does speak of third parties, the other woman. So there could be something that your person is transitioning towards, so a new beginning in their life, but through an ending that is necessary. And we see the ending there. Because the mountain, yes, they could be living in a mountainous area, but you see the mountain here. You see that your person has got the ability to fly or to transition their life above the clouds. So finding a way to overcome any obstacles, close up a major cycle in their life. It is a 21, and yes, it probably does. It probably does involve travel, or you're dealing with someone that just lives in a very mountainous area. The mountain can speak to someone needing to be strong to close up a major life cycle. Now, it's the 8 of Wands, so the passion is so strong that someone, your person, will be able to overcome these blockages, these limitations, or whatever this animosity is. Let's look at the mice. Yep, we've got the bridges, which can speak to necessity to forgive, like the 5 of Cups, but also choices. There could also be worry from your person that you may be in another connection still, or that you are with someone else if you haven't been in connection for and not communicating for a while. But let's see what else this the bridges, because the bridges could be heavy dilemmas as well. Yeah, there's loyalty here, there's friendship as well. So all these fears, these dark thoughts can be overcome through a little bit of play, through loyalty, through admiration, and through naivety I would say even trust. There could also be help coming from friends. I don't know if it's your person. They've got friends that are helping them get over. This could be a literal passing over, a literal bridge, right? Let's see what the possible outcome is. We've got the scythe, so there is the breakup, there is the ending. And we've got the heart. So after an ending, the heart is on offer. This is the Knight of Cups. We've got a Knight of Pentacles and a Knight of Cups. So slow and strategic, planning for the future, but then where something possibly was also stuck, things are gonna start to play out very quickly. You may be finding out about your person going through a separation, or there'll be a lot of clearing of the air relative to maybe a breakup that you had, and also what was going on with your person. So a lot will be revealed through a lot of communication. Right, there is an offer here with the Knight of Cups. Remember, the Knight of Cups is someone that's been hurt before, so they are very protective of their heart. So maybe this is someone that may have some doubts as to whether you would accept an offer, their romantic offer. So we see someone that's driven. They're in the energy of fire. There is, though, that, sensitivity of the emotional side of this divine masculine here. That would be the challenge, but it looks like they're summoning up the strength to move forward and make you that offer. A lot will be revealed, as you will see they are taking a risk here. And of course, because Mars is in Leo, this could be someone that does go to the casino. They are someone who sometimes do want to take a risk. They do dare to risk, and the risk would be relative to a reconciliation, clearing the air, possible also movement, whether it's through the air, whether it's over water, over land. There is a possibility for travel here. What is she sitting on? We did say the moon, and then the fox and the lily. The lily, of course, is a divine union. It's also a very ethical energy. This would be the energy of Mother Mary. So doing things in a very moral and ethical way. But there's also a very strong sexual connection. This more than likely, possibly I'm going to say that in the past maybe you were thinking to do things in the right way, you or your person, but I feel that the passion is so huge that someone's rethought a situation here. Rethought about taking a risk, rethought about reconnecting. Wow, okay. Let's look at the emotions. Now, because we're talking about a twin flame connection, obviously one of the twins was not ready. I feel that's why it probably hasn't happened for you yet. They were not ready, whether it was a past connection, past relationship, or they had not done the work that they needed to do to understand the importance of this connection. But Temperance is saying in divine timing, because there's an alchemy going on, this will happen. Now, we don't know exactly, dear Gemini, this is the June reading, but remember, timing is very hard to pinpoint. So let's look at what's going on in the emotional department in the month of June. Yeah, someone is seeing the light here. And there's a new direction. Someone's following their heart. Possibly also, wow, someone is taking those steps towards this twin flame journey. Unbelievable. Yes, right on the money. Right on the money. But there's been a dark night of the soul. Someone has gone through a dark night of the soul. Let's not forget that. To get to your twin flame, surely someone or both are going through the dark night of the soul, possibly in the past, right? But they had to go through that to recognize the importance of this connection. Divine timing was at play in Jupiter. Jupiter, that's been transiting through your sign, is now going to start gifting you with those blessings that he promises as he passes through, as he's been passing through your sign for the past year. So here come the gifts from Jupiter, dear Gemini. You deserve it. Let's look at the love oracle. Let's look at it in this way. Thank you, Spirit. Past, present, future. And remember, this is a general reading, not a personal one. Let's stick to the present, past, to the past, present, and future. Yeah, you've been hit by Eros's poison arrow. There's no getting away from Eros. This is the lovers. And there were second choices because of the lovers. Someone was fighting. Their head over their heart was in a battle. But here it says in the now, successful marriage, passionate love. There's the letter again. Expect news and an offer. She's holding a rose. Now, in the future, you need to collaborate. You need to have very good communication because the rider and the horse need to work well together unless, if they don't, then there will be catastrophe. It will not work out. So clear and concise communication, truth, and collaboration is a must here. And then you've got the opportunity for dynamic success. If there's I'm doing more than what you are, then that's not going to work. If someone is giving 40, the other person needs to give 60, right? If someone is giving 30, the other needs to give 70. If there is a feeling of injustice and that's not fair, then this is doomed to not work out. Unless, because both twins, they fit each other like a glove. There needs to be the equal work. Now, if there isn't, and someone needs to be carrying the heavy burden forever, doing more than what the other, it's not going to work out. It's not going to be long lasting. Remember, twin flames don't come together and stay together if both twins are not ready for that. I hope that you've formulated your questions. Let's take some answers for you. A year from now, dear Gemini, a year from now, I would wait a year for my twin flame. That's nothing on the twin flame journey. For Gemini, what else? What else, please, Spirit? Look for a sign. Meditation brings answers. Maybe you need to go do that as you will be receiving your own personal messages. Communicate clearly. Remember what I said about the communication needing to be clear and concise. Very, very important. Now, because you're a Gemini, logically you would be more communicative. It's probably your other person that was not that open and not giving you the truth. But here is an offer for it's the Ten of Cups. Is the Ten of Cups, which could be a promise for a happy future and a long lasting emotional bond. But remember, Ten of Cups also turns into an ace. So someone that hasn't been loving themselves is now going to do that. Or your life needed to go through this relationship needed to go through purification, and purification happens through fire. That's what we're seeing now with your reading. Let's take your message from Spirit. Hostilities, we've got a 26 and it's in the upright. Remember what I said about the anger? Look at the similarity. Unbelievable. Unless this is someone that you're leaving behind, remember that there can be challenging communication. Be careful. Just tread very carefully. If this is your person that's returning, they're frustrated and they're angry. I don't know if it's them working, being like that from a past connection that they're leaving. It could be. Let's read the hostilities. This card shows a man raising his sword in readiness to do battle. When it comes upright, it reveals a situation where hostilities toward you are about to be or have already been engaged. The aggressive energy may be verbal or emotional, with someone in your environment being excessively critical, demanding, or hurtful. In a work or social situation, there may be backstabbing or out slander going on. Wow. And you know, the birds up here could also be slander. Maybe your person is here heard something from someone that was not real and they could be upset with you. I don't know. This is different from the deceit card because the hostile energies are more apparent, more overt. In fact, you may have been living with them for some time, but whether this is new or old energy, now's the time to regain control. Allowing dishonoring treatment from others is an open invitation to the universe to send you more. It may feel risky, but you need to have the courage to stand up for yourself now and always. So I don't know how that speaks to you, but I see great similarity here. You know, where there's no release of someone's passion, it can go inwards and therefore bring more hostility, more anger, more frustration, and more criticism. So if someone is coming at you, if your person is coming at you being critical, know that that comes from the passion that has not been released. So I don't know if that will work for you, dear Gemini. I hope that that is the case, unless this is a past commitment that you're releasing. That could be the case as well. And maybe it's a time of you becoming free, overcoming your fears, moving forward. If you've been dealing with someone that was very hostile, very angry and hurtful, this could be someone you're letting go of. I'm going to say also there can be revelations of secret relationships, secret love affairs, so do take care as well. Let's see, let's take some love messages. We've come a long way. Let's not give up now. We've invested a lot. Don't give up. I don't need your love no more. Ouch. If not with you, then no one. No more conflicts. I am now free to pursue you. I've made space for you in my life. That's the Nine of Pentacles that's up here with the Death card. And I hate you. Oh my God, this is love-hate. So what's going on? Let's take two more on the hate. I will fight for us. I suppose love that has not been reciprocated can turn into hate, but you know, they're very strong words. And only you, baby, come back. The Ace of Swords twice. This is about clearing. So I'm going to say it's not going to be an easy month, Gemini. It's not going to be flowing. There'll be a lot of dramas I get here. A lot of dramas, a lot of conflicts. But it's about clearing the air. It's about finding your other half, someone that will be equal towards you. We've got the Balance card here. Temperance is saying there's an alchemy. So changes are ahead. Remember, the Balance card is a 14, which comes after the Death card, which is a 13. So after a death, after an ending, will come balance. Love and light, dear Gemini, I'm wishing you well. This is a very important reading. We've got the Twin Flame card here twice. We've got twin flames. We've got the couple that seem to be on the same page, but there are issues here, okay? I'm wishing you well, love and light, and thank you so much for your love and your support always.